don't fall for it.
Yeah, just don't hit the button. I always say the biggest difference, or what you need to remember, is play patient, not passive, okay? Patience means that you're waiting for an opportunity. Passive means that you're afraid to capitalize. So let's see if... Well, I already know the stuff that Sonix is made out of. Like, this man is never actually, like, passive. But let's see if Sisqui has the gumption and fortitude to overtake the first seed of this tournament versus Sonix here today.
I think we're going to need a little bit of gumption. That's the perfect adjective for that one right there. So now we are getting into this on small battlefield, and we're already kind of seeing the tempo of the game. Sonix wants to play not at full distance, but at mid distance. You want to be able to react to what Sisqui is trying to do to claim space, and you also want to have a percentage lead, both of which Sonix has here. It's almost as though, J-Dog, this dude's got a good game plan.
Yeah, the solid level 1, man. That matters so much, especially in long days and long brackets like this, because if you don't have to burn that gas on other opponents, that just frees you up later on for like winners finals or grand finals and winning the whole thing.
Great delay, though, from Sisqui offstage. I feel like that is going to be a vital part of this matchup. Sonix loves to claim these like cheeky little stocks by using tilted edge and then going offstage with those forward airs. But if Sisqui can use those bombs and stall quite a bit offstage for Sonix to overcommit or expend his resources early, you are able to get back to stage and fight for more control.
Yeah. Gotta have those feet planted on the ground. All right, but Sonix going through with that dash attack. And now looking for an edge guard. You know, as you said before, the bombs are just going to be there, biding time. And okay, big opportunity, but Sonix so fast, able to reposition around Sisqui wonderfully. And really good awareness and presence of mind from Sisqui to jump early to avoid that spring. That was huge.
Real talk, I love that. Also, the single jab into the grab. Just a check from Samus. Those jabs mix-ups are going to be so vital for Sonix to kind of get a pattern going. Because you have to recognize if it's going to be the grab or it's going to be the projectile tossing out. Finally getting stock 1, but those percents on Sisqui super high. Like, I'm very happy with the survivability if I'm looking at a Samus player looking at 212.
Yeah, you got your money's worth for that stock, you know, no shame. No shame.
Yeah, I got your money's worth and a little bit extra. Got to get that tip for sure.
Yeah, it's a Sunday special, okay? All right, but now Sonix just going to the other side, giving Sisqui a little bit more time to charge up that charge shot. You don't really necessarily want it full, unless you can hit those shots like that, okay? If you can hit the 180 no-scopes, yeah, go off game.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to go ahead and need to have some absolutely obnoxious editing for that one, because that is 100% one of those like old school COD, like 360 no-scope Twitch clips.
Yeah, get the camera, mom. All right. Okay, yep, turn that around so you can get the back air after that. Looking for a way to finish the play, but Sisqui just stalling out there using the tether recovery to zip right through. And there we go, Sonix covering those landings as well, something that we haven't really seen quite as much of because a lot of the gameplay has been off stage here, but when you start to cover those landings as well, Sonix is the king of never making sure that you never feel safe, and Sisqui might be the next to prey.
That is disgusting.
Oh my God, speaking of prey.
Just running off stage like, listen, you're going to have to react appropriately here, or I'm going to claim this stock at 30. I don't even know if Sonix would have been able to recover from that because it might not have put him in a tumble. And if that happens, if you get spiked when you're not in tumble, you die when you hit the magnifier, not when you hit the blast zone.
Really?
Yep.
Not even on the left stock? Or?
Yep, any stock.
Sheesh, that's horrifying.
Absolutely, for sure. Now stuck on the platform is Sonix trying to go ahead and just shimmy around these hitboxes there. These middle charge shots really do just claim space. They're so slow moving that Sonix can try to jump over them, but if you like space incorrectly, those will stop spin dash.
Yeah. On top of that too, like they still allow for more mix-ups. It was like, oh, when you're going to shoot it. And a movement option as well, like you can reverse it and stuff. But man, Samus, heavy character, going to be able to survive that back air, has to slowly float back. The mix-ups are there, and the left trapping is there as well. Sonix using that highly active forward tilt to make the magic happen.
And again, just these pivot neutral Bs right here. It feels like Sisqui is doing a great job at like whiff punishing Spargo whenever he deems to be a little bit over aggressive. And every single time you get one of those shots, that's a solid chunk of change. But you have to get these kills a little bit more early. 100% on Sonix. I kind of want to start to see a few forward smashes incorporated into these ledge traps.
For Sonix?
For Sisqui.
Oh, yeah. True. I mean, Samus players hate their smash attacks because I don't blame them. Feels like they never work, but like you do need them. But man, you never know where he's going to go. You just always have a little bit of burst movement, a little bit of a way to find that back air. It's like a Swiss Army knife. You know he's going to do it, but it's just like, what's the context? What's the context of this back air? Is he just going to throw it out off a jump read? Is he going to spin dash below the stage to reverse his momentum and go for it there? You never know. It's such a straightforward character, but Sonix hasn't answered everything.
It's like it's a Swiss Army knife where every single tool is the same thing.
Yeah.
So you pull that out of your pocket, it's like, oh, there's a Phillips head screwdriver, and another Phillips head screwdriver, and the third Phillips head screwdriver. Why do I need 3? Because I need you to not know which one I'm going for.
Exactly. It's like my Phillips head, my knife, and my can opener, but they're all Phillips heads. Listen, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, okay?
Dang straight. Swiss Army, call us. We got some good ideas right there. Yeah. That new product line coming out.
Yeah. A 3-pronged Phillips head screwdriver.
All right, getting right back into it. Dark Samus now, a little bit of a change-up. I feel like we talked to Momo on one of these, and there was an idea that like the jump animation was perhaps what was causing the swap between Dark Samus and Samus. Could that actually be something that matters in this matchup, though?
I don't think in this matchup. I think Dark Samus is just cooler, which objectively.
Agreed, 100%.
Not touching the ground when you run is cool. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, just floating around there. I mean, being evil, cool, 100%. Yeah, exactly.
If Shadow the Hedgehog taught me one thing, not touching the ground when you run and being evil is pretty cool, okay?
But what if he has a gun, though? That's Shadow?
Kind of cool, I guess. When I was 10.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that and like Sonic turning into a werewolf. Definitely like the 2010 Sonic games. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Dark days for Sonic fans.
Yeah, let's not talk about those for sure. Instead, let's talk about what Sonix has been doing so far in this run. Using the bounce of the homing attack to avoid that shot. What a play, but still getting snatched up by that grab.
I'm going to say I don't think that was intentional. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I just think Sonix is brilliant. I'm sorry.
That's fair, yeah.
When in doubt, say the top player is hilarious.
Yeah, true. Every footstool is intentional, man.
100%. There's no such thing as the unintentional footstool, unless it's mine, because then I definitely didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. Oh, man, but Sisqui looking way better in this game, number 2 here.
Oh, yeah, just and also Final D, too. I dig this one because it just really limits the angles of approach that Sonix can come from.
Yeah, you know he's going to be just walking forward at you, and that's where Samus covers the best, okay? Using missiles, using charge shot, and just using everything in the repertoire to get that space and make sure that Sonix can't get anything going.
And then the spike, too, and then the combo afterwards. Now we have another ledge trap opportunity. Going a little bit ham right there. I like that against a lot of characters, but I kind of want to see the down air fading back onto stage, because if you're overextending and give Sonix full stage control, you're going to be in an awful lot of trouble, as we can see it right here. Yeah,
case in point, some real confidence in your ability to get around Sonic's ledge traps. But let's see if you have one more left in the tank. Not quite. Yeah, F-tilt not going to be quite enough to do it, but still, Sonix just gets another situation to rinse and repeat and do his game plan all over again.
I think there was the tri-state mix-up right there. Sonix tried to like roll into ledge to grab the back and throw, but Sisqui absolutely not biting. Haven't really seen that working out in this matchup in particular.
Yeah. I mean, Samus has so many ways to clear the ledge that I imagine it's hard to get in that position beforehand.
Forward tilt, yet again, trying to set up that ledge trap with the bomb and the up tilt. Neither one connecting. The aerial also missing, but the second one finally resetting the situation. At 108 here, Sonix has to start to worry pretty soon. A strong hit with something like the back air could do it, or the charge shot, but facing the other direction. 155, good God, fully charged charge shot does so much damage.
Yeah, it does a lot. Okay, and that should be a safe-ish, but there we go, the tri-state twist. I mean, before he was looking for one you were like holding on to the ledge, but if you're not going to get that, next to the ledge is just as good too.
For sure.
Nice.
No invuln left. That bomb was kind of checkmate.
Yeah.
You could drop down and like try to reset the situation, but I mean, that was a decent guess from Sonix.
Yeah, it was on the wall there, the writing. All right, but oh, maybe. That's so dirty if it's what I think is happening. You may have won Dark Samus because it's hard to see the bombs.
That is messed up if that's the case.
Yeah, because
it blends into Final D?
Yeah, because I saw him like kind of do the like morph ball, and I'm like, wait, I don't see the bomb. Then I was like, wait, there it is. Oh no. Especially like the little part where there's the ring of light. It's actually really hard to see it as it drops down.
Colorblind counter pick right there,
that's
for sure.
Messed up.
That is like the snake picking stages to hide C4 on.
Yeah. Going to
Picto
Lilat.
Chat.
Yeah, Picto Chat, Lilat. Man, y'all ain't slick.
Exactly. Sometimes you just got to be a bad person. It's like, listen, I'm just doing everything in my power to get that money.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I mean, especially doing against Sonix. You know, you got to do what you got to do, but
agreed. Any kind of advantage, we may need it right here. Sonix starting to get a little bit more momentum here and trying to air Sisqui, and that did not work out whatsoever.
I always forget how strong of a move Nair is.
Messed up, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I thought that was back air, and I was like, wait, she's kicking the other side. Oh, yeah, that was Nair.
That'll do. Only at like 150, but center stage, too. And that angle, I think, is what makes it so good, too.
It is the angle, yeah. Yeah, especially with the front hit. Just so steep angle. It forces a low recovery, and after you do that, you know.
Yeah, definitely got to get your protractor out for those ones. Trying to figure out how to DI those in that spot.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy. Honestly, down might be the way.
It's like down, catch me later.
Yeah, unironically, down might be a solid way to DI it. Put you a little bit closer to that down diagonal blast. I don't know.
So, yeah, that definitely looked like a little bit of a stage differential. Final D seems really good for Samus in those spots. Just Samus is a character that really likes to get her feet set.
Yeah.
And if you can basically just lock down an angle with either short hop, full hop, or just standing charge shot, good God, how do you approach in that option? Because you have the tools to cover the other spots. Say something like a rising forward air, an up air, or even just bombs and retreat.
This is exactly what I was worried about when we were going into set for Sonix. I mean, that horizontal coverage is something that not a lot of characters can do nearly as effectively. Sonic's a phenomenal player, but Sonic, the character, still has to commit to get around that.
He still has a couple of limitations for sure. I mean, there's not too many. This is a good character.
Yeah.
When people are saying pick a top tier, this is one of the characters they're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I snatched up with that up B. And real talk, that's a tool we haven't really seen too much from Sisqui. Like in other matchups, the up B out of shield is such a powerful option for Samus, but Sonix's shield pressure is just so good that you're probably not going to be able to get that away with that in this matchup. But the up tilt, though, you'll get away with that one, very nearly claiming that stock. Sonix just kissing that blast zone right there.
I'm shocked he made it back with that air dodge. That went so far. I shouldn't be shocked, I know, but still. Let me have that.
Yeah, horrified, terrified.
Yeah. Ooh, and now the layer's starting to come out. Sisqui kind of using the charge shot to bait and like switch different options with Sonic going all the way up there saying, I don't even need to bait. I'm just going to go up there and you have to deal with this.
That was nasty.
I got hit. I'm going to be honest. I think that shield poke even.
The cross up and the shield damage because both of the kicks connected. Like, yeah, I think that certainly poked J-Dog.
That was disgusting.
All right, trying to go ahead and get that dash attack, but instead intercepting that bomb. The spring is good for these tether recoveries. The problem is it doesn't lead to too much. Sisqui just goes ahead and resets the situation. Usually there's not enough time to go ahead and get something like a forward smash in those spots.
Yeah. Oh.
Why are we swinging there, Sisqui? That down air was so brave.
If it worked, though.
If it worked at 7%, sure.
Yeah, true, now that you mention it. I mean, Sonix would have had to go deep, but man. Okay, but the forward smash is not quite going to be able to connect as well, which means Sonix gets that opportunity to get a punish, force a ledge situation, but Sisqui, like I said before, Samus really underrated when it comes to her ledge clearing abilities. Like, you have that forward air, you have, like, bomb shenanigans, you have charge shot. Like, you don't have to hold a lot of ledge traps in this
Not
game.
at all, yeah. One back air, not going to get the second one, actually turned around in that situation, set forward air to get full stage control, dash attack actually going to get intercepted with that up tilt yet again. So Sonix resetting neutral, resetting the situation, and claiming stage control. Neutral air into forward air, not going to connect. Just be great air dodge, keeping himself safe in the corner.
The way Sonix is posturing, I'm sensing a forward smash coming. I don't know how he's going to get that against Samus, but I feel like he's just kind of standing in the ranges where he'd be looking for it.
One up air, but good air dodge. Sisqui not going to get caught with that 2 times in a row. Instead, actually is able to respond aggressively on his end, trying to get the charge shot, and yes, catching Sonix jumping from edge aggressively. Now, Samus, not typically the character we think about when we think of instant comebacks, but the damage on these charge shots starts to stack up particularly quickly.
Yeah, the slow burn is very real on this character, but it's consistent. You know it's coming. Oh, not going to get the nair. That might have DI mixed into close to a kill. Samus is pretty heavy.
I was really terrified about that, yeah. All right, so now full stage control for Sisqui right here. Sonix is definitely just trying to go ahead and bait. Like, dash in, dash out, please commit to something so I can actually get an approach job and be safe.
All right, good jab. One of the rare instances of Samus jab working.
Okay, there we go. The spin dash differential right there. Not quite fully charged on the charge shot, and that is exactly what Sonix was looking for in that spot.
You did point that out earlier, but you were saying, like, oh, fully charged, it might not be enough intangibility on the side B, but it turns out, if you time it perfectly, even if it's not, like, quite fully charged, you can sneak right through there just enough.
It's got enough invuln.
Yeah.
Clearly, Sonix knows that it's got enough invuln.
God-like timing there from Sonix.
Oof. Yeah, that is certainly, it's a relatively inconsistent thing, too. We don't see that nearly as much as we did in, say, Smash 4 because there was more invuln and much better option right there. But you still see it every now and then, and you have to respect it given how quick it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Such a quick burst option. And if you do something that, like, kind of overextends and Sonic just powers through it, well, GG. Like, he's going to get in, and a player of Sonic's caliber, he's going to make your life hell.
So I feel as though in these situations, like, the difference maker has been, does Sisqui hit the charge shots and does Sonic take stock 1?
Yes.
That's kind of, it's like whenever Sonix takes stock 1, it does kind of feel as though Sisqui just does not have the speed to catch up. But when Sisqui actually gets like 3 or 4 charge shots and he's able to get some kind of a setup going, then Sonix can struggle. So this is kind of just hit your shots. Yeah. Simply hit your shots. I know it's a lot harder than it sounds, though.
I mean, yeah, conserve your ammo, hit your shots, just be efficient with it. But I mean, doing that against the fastest character in the game, still no small feat.
Yeah, definitely super, super difficult in this spot. This is a character that will give projectile campers a bit of a fit, and that's why we're seeing Sisqui opt for a more bait and punish style at mid-range.
All right, but now Sisqui gets that back throw. It's still throwing out those charge shots. On Hollow Bastion, I actually kind of really like it because it covers that whole zone and that forces Sonix to approach from like that platform, which, you know, still a solid avenue. I feel like both players are okay with it, but I feel like it benefits Sisqui a bit more.
So now Sisqui stuck on the platform, does manage to land with that weak hit of the back air, tries to get an edge trap set up, but the aggressive landing option from Sonix, the up B past that edge, perhaps catching Sisqui a little bit off guard. And look at Sonix just dash dancing back and forth on that platform, recognizing that, yo, you're not underneath me. I don't need to worry about being sharked. I'm actually in an advantage position right now.
Yeah, there's no reason to get off that safe platform, man.
Yep.
In that situation.
It only becomes a problem when Sisqi's underneath and can threaten with the up smash or down, up air, excuse me.
Yeah. Right. Not getting or looking for a back air, really. Just letting Sisqui get back in center stage. And, okay, Samus heavy. That would have killed the vast majority of the cast.
And can we talk about how Sonic got that entire punish off of pump fake?
Yeah.
That's kind of messed up.
He's so good at baiting people with movement, man. Case in point, that back air. I mean, he was running back and forth, just kind of waiting for it to come out. And as soon as it did, Sonic was already there with that size 15. Probably size 20.
True, in this spot, yeah. This character has comically large shoes.
Yeah.
Again, these charge shots at like mid-distance from the corner, they don't seem to be working out particularly well. And then Sonix doesn't really even need to commit to him. He's just turning around instead of dash dancing. He'll dash out, turn around, walk for a frame or two, and then dash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so tricky. You just can't quite get a read on it when he's just, you know, pump faking so many other options.
Dash attack will finally claim it off the top, but at 89% here, the lead firmly claimed. And yet again, Sonic got stock 1. Sonix has the lead. We need to see the reverse. We need to see the spark of excellence from Sisqui that has allowed him to get all the way to winter semis.
Yeah, it's still there. You know it. But does he have the strength to dig deep and find it? Not like that. Sonix is trying to put an end to all of this here.
Yeah, exactly. The embers of Sisqi's winter bracket run starting to fade. This last spark needs to be ignited. I want to see some kind of huge momentum swap right here. We got to have some kind of crazy combo or intercept with a down air. And as soon as I say it goes off stage immediately.
Looks for it, but
yeah,
swing
exactly.
for the fences. I mean, another one with that screw attack. Like, just really swing, going all in, not getting punished in a huge way for it, but maybe signs of desperation coming through from Sisqui here. Don't blame him. It's a desperate spot.
Certainly, like recognizing that we cannot just nickel and dime this out. I got to go ahead and change something up, and if I get a big read here, then the match is well in my hands.
Okay, there we go. One good charge shot means that you can land another one, and if you can land another one, that means you can land one that takes the kill. That first one's going to miss, but he gets a forward air to follow up, and now rinse and repeat the ledge trap. The bomb is there. It's going to be a problem, but blows that early. Oh, no.
No, that shouldn't kill. Good DI from Sonix, recognizing that you don't necessarily need to respect the up throw quite yet due to no rage on Samus. Back air not going to connect, but the forward air dragging Sisqui off stage. Air dodge already expended. You're going to get a neutral air setup. No, instead, Sisqui being a little bit errant with that up B.
Oh, scary stuff. Yeah, Sonix had no reason to even bother messing with that. Okay, coast to coast won't be enough to kill. What's going to be the kill here, though? Sonix is playing so evasive.
I feel like it's kind of going to be, but not that.
Oh my God! That was not even in the things I was about to say.
Yeah, not top 10.
Yeah.
I think I would have called the freaking thought before that one. All right, so now Sonix fiending off stage. We've seen so many stocks and errantly, and right there, Sisqui decided to swing high with the up air, and Sonix ready and waiting to claim the game.
Good stuff. Got to clap it up for Sonix. People in the crowd, you know, clapping it up. Real recognizes real, and you know what? If we're all here at this point at night, you got to really recognize the skill that went into that gameplay, okay?